Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big Dish Nation welcome to the star of the brand new movie called Race, which is about the legendary runner Jesse Owens. One time for our man, Stephan James!
Thank you guys. Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Yo, so for people who have no idea, tell us what Race is about.
Well, Race is the inspirational story of the great Jesse Owens. Obviously, people know him as this superhuman athlete, fastest man on the planet at one point, four-time gold medalist. But I got to learn that he was so much more than that.
So John Boyega was actually originally supposed to play Jesse Owens, but then he, took some small film independent joint called Star Wars.
Yeah, that thing. That's small thing.
And the rest is history.
Right.
But were you excited to get the call?
Of course, man. I feel so grateful that, John was able to go on and do that and leave this story for me, which I feel like is just as important as Star Wars.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
With the question of race and this being set in, obviously the backdrop of Berlin and Germany, and even though the Olympics were at the core, of course, race, it's kind of a double entendre. So that being said, what was that like?
For me, the most amazing part of this whole process would have to be when I went to Berlin for the first time while we were shooting, and I walked up to those gates of the Olympic Stadium that still stands there today. And, I got chills walking up there because I kind of felt like I was walking in the same footsteps as Jesse, that he did only 80 years prior. And it gave me chills because I walked in there and nobody was in there.
Right.
But he walked in there and there was 150,000 people. So, for me to feel a fraction of that, it really, was a full circle for me in the film.
Now, somebody just texted me, Stephan. They want to know, are you single?
I'm very single.
He's single.
Yeah.
Very single.
Like, when you're very single, does it mean you just broke up with somebody and you're on a sex rampage right now? Or
it sounds like very single. Like, I ain't with her, she ain't with me. It's over.
Y'all are killing me, man. I shouldn't have said that.
I just hit send on my breakup.
Exactly. Juices, I'm moving on to something better.
Now, Stephan James is in the building from Toronto.
Yeah.
A lot of people coming from Toronto killing it right now. I mean, you got
Canada.
the Drakes, you got the Tory Lanez, you got the Weekends and more. Do you rap at all? Do you do anything?
I used to do a little something.
Does Steph J have an acapella 12 or 16?
Hey, I'll spit a little something I wrote when I was one of my first raps.
I come with it. MC Steph J in the building.
Went something like this. You know me, the big STEPHAN. If you don't know me, dude, then ask your girlfriend. Don't be hating because you know that I'm kicking it with flavor and I get more tickets in rap class than the calculator. Please, walking with me is living the American dream. They say I'm less than a god, but more than a human being. I flow like a butterfly, sting like a bee. If I catch your girl, you won't get it back from me. I wrote that when I was 10 years old. That was one of my first raps.
One time for the brother Stephan James. February 19th, Race is in theaters. Be sure you check it out.